Make a date with Reverend Dr. Ebenezer Markwei at 6 a.m. from Monday to Saturday on Graphic Online via Facebook and YouTube as he expounds on matters of faith. Graphic Online, truth and accuracy every day.
This is Reverend Dr. Ebenezer Markwei of Living Streams International, bringing you matters of faith with Graphic Online. And this morning I'd like to capture my thoughts with the word divine sureties. In Genesis chapter 18, verse 19, God made a statement that blew my mind. You know, he said, as for Abraham, his blessings are obvious. And then God made a statement. He said, for I know him. God said, I know Abraham. I know this man. I know him. And that was a statement of surety. He said, I know Abraham. And God said, listen, I know Abraham. And that word which was used there, I know Abraham, is a Hebrew word, yada. Is a Hebrew word, yada. And those, I can pick three words from it, from the English word. Number one, I have observed Abraham. So God is saying, I have been watching Abraham. I've observed Abraham. So I have observed him. And he said, I have observed Abraham. And then the next thing is that I am aware. So first of all, I have observed Abraham. And I have gathered a few facts about Abraham. And then the third one is, I have come to the conclusion. So God was using, in that yada, he was using three things. I have observed Abraham. I'm aware, very much aware of what Abraham will do and what he can do. And I have come to the conclusion. So you know what God is saying? I have been walking around collecting empirical data on Abraham. I have watched him over the years. I've watched him over the period that I met him. I've gathered facts. I've gathered evidence. I've collected pieces of information regarding Abraham. He said, for I know him. I have observed Abraham. I'm aware, and I've come to the conclusion. So God is saying, I am making a statement about Abraham with empirical facts. I am making a statement about Abraham with empirical data. So Abraham has accumulated evidence. Knowingly or unknowingly, he has collected empirical data of evidence that God can stand on and say, I know this guy. Does it mean then that God may be watching us to collect empirical data? Does it mean that there's a possibility that, hey, our everyday living and everything is just collecting the empirical data? My goodness, when God says, for I know him, that means I have enough reason. I have come to the conclusion based on facts, empirical data, that Abraham, this is how he is. Well, in every day that we live, we are building up a library of information about us. And heaven pays attention to it. And heaven will stand on those library of information to brag about us or to put itself down in despondency. Build empirical data about yourself for heaven to boast about you. Well, the choices are always yours, so see you later.